Boom. Hello.
Hello. I was like, what are you gonna do? Hit me in the head.
These
Hi.
are my favorite microphones.
Yeah, same.
Like, can you imagine if I would be like in presenter role instantly? Like, who are you? Where are we?
We are currently in dunes.
In the dunes,
In the
yeah.
dunes.
Yeah, Dune.
I always the first thing that comes to my mind is the movie Dune.
I love this movie. Which part are you fan of?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, I'm going.
Oopsie.
Oh, it's a visual spectacle. You don't even have to love the movie, but if you love like cinematography,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of my favorites.
Oh really?
Yeah.
With the new ones?
Yeah, not the old one. I mean, the old ones are pretty um, cult, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
before my time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were like already, but they were not as good as the latest one. They remade it. Oof, very
I really have
spectacular.
to watch it. I heard that a lot.
Wow.
And I didn't know that I thought it was a new made up franchise. I didn't know that there's a whole story behind it, like
There are many
7
books.
books. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't know that.
I love this. It's obviously very science fiction,
Mm-hmm.
but the cinematography is from outer space, which this
Whoa.
yeah. But we're not at planet Arrakis. That's where most of this story, if you're into it,
Oh, okay.
our fans will know it. I hope. But Arrakis is a Dune planet, and this is Bloemendaal aan Zee, which is
Mm.
very Dutch, but it's very un-Dutch weather. It's
Yeah. It's so crazy. It's so warm right now.
right. I'm in my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I feel.
we're still having
Yeah.
a man's jacket. I heard.
Yeah. But it's fine. But I could be in my short sleeves now and not feel cold.
Um, let's talk about our setup, or do you wanna
Okay.
discuss more movies?
I Yes, I have to
I
first
don't know any
ask you a
movies, so yeah,
question.
go for it. You can feel free.
Did you watch The Brutalist?
No, is it good?
Well, it won
Oh,
the Oscar for I think the most cinematic
yeah.
movie of the year. I heard that it was good. I really want to watch it.
No,
That's
you
why I'm
didn't. I'm
asking.
so happy you didn't watch it as well.
No, no.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm. I'm not really a connoisseur in movies, though. I
Mhm.
mean, I love sci-fi movies, but it's not as what it used to be.
Mhm.
Like, okay, with a couple really good examples left and right, but there's like it's more like as if what's that CGI. It's all
Mhm.
like pretty fake. But yeah, Dune is so stunningly made. It's all of CGI as well, but it's it's not cheap CGI.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Now
whatever.
I'm very curious. I really want to watch it now.
Yeah. Um, no, I haven't. I'm not really into the Oscar thing.
Yeah, neither am
So yeah,
I.
I knew there were a lot of. Did you saw the Substance?
No, but I
I think it's really that's also brutal.
did
Talking
you
about
watch that?
no, I no, but it's not really my genre.
Same. No, that's too much.
Yeah, right. What is your genre?
Like either real based on real life stuff, because then it makes me more interested in the movie when I know it's a real story,
Yeah,
or just thriller and action, something where things are happening. But like obviously for just relaxing my brain, then just either a rom-com or a comedy. But I wouldn't even put that on the same plate
yeah.
as the other ones.
I watched Matrix the other day. Did you ever watch that?
No. But we talked about this already. You know that
Yeah,
my resolution is to watch more movies.
yeah, I know, but no, true. I that's one of my favorite movies of all time, which is super sci-fi, but it's
Mhm.
pretty an up-to-date topic. It's like we're living in this. One, I'm not saying we're living in a simulation, but in the Matrix they are. All right, we are here in the dunes of the Netherlands, and the purpose of this shoot is to be somewhere else than in the city in a controlled environment. We are lucky with the weather,
Yes.
but we're just shooting this with one iPhone
Yes.
and one behind the scenes iPhone, just to prove our point. What do you think about these microphones? These
I love these microphones. I think that they're awesome and the sound quality is great. Right now we're using the newest ones, so I'll
yeah,
see
let's
later.
name drop. That's the Rode Wireless Pros. We had the Go 2s, the
Yes.
wireless Go 2, which is fantastic, but magically they weren't charged.
Yeah.
So lucky I had a bunch of them. But you can then the next second favorite we have. Do you have them with you, by the way? The Larks?
Yes.
Maybe we can show them.
Do
Like
you want
because
me to get them?
yeah, if you don't mind. I don't want to snack in your purse.
Okay.
I feel like
These are the ones.
these are actually like it's like an earpod case,
Yeah.
right? AirPod case.
So cool. I
Yeah,
would say this is a company favorite.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like even Zay bought one.
Yeah, Diego has one.
Yeah.
Paul loves these. I think everybody borrowed Paul's.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Paul has new ones, the DDIs, which are pretty good as well.
Mm.
The mic mini, the mini
Mhm.
mic mini. Yeah, I love these as well. I think it's really smart with the magnet design. And first and foremost, I think the case that these will stay charged, whereas with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, which are pretty old already, but you need to plug in several cables.
Yeah, that's true. But
So yeah,
the battery on these are insane.
yeah,
So I mean I don't ever use them for like 3 hours straight, but I do use them quite often.
yeah.
I think I charged them once since you guys gave them for me to
So
use them.
I have a boomer question for you.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I don't see any boomers around, which is boomer alert. What do you like about like the holding this thing instead of these are like clip them on? What's the deal with that? How come you like this? I mean, I like as well, but
That's a good question. I don't know. I just
do you feel important? You look
maybe
important.
maybe that's part of the reason, but I don't know if you had that when you were younger, but like for me mics were like, "Oh my god, that's
Then
so cool."
real serious stuff is going on.
Yeah.
No, because I also like it, and I like to look around because we're in a pretty nice environment. And then if you
Yeah.
have like these clip-ons, if you will be like talking this way, your microphone will be here, so there will be no audio. And with the microphone, if you hold it,
Yes.
then you can. I love it, and
Yeah.
I also think it's because I don't really like to be in front of the camera, but now you have something to hold on, so
Yeah.
you're sort of you're distracted.
That's true. Your hands are not empty and you're like, "What am I going to do with my
Yeah,
hands?"
because I feel like we're doing professional stuff.
Yeah. That's also why I like them. They
Yeah.
feel more like legit.
Yeah,
And I'm kind of sad that it's so popular now to use small mics that now even the professional like
yeah.
red carpet interview people, they give you like the tiny mic, and I
Right.
like that whole thing, but
Yeah.
like you cannot beat a
Yeah.
mic like this.
I mean, it says Rode because it's a Rode mic, but you can also put the DJIs here, right? So, but we should get these. I don't know, with the wind shields, you can like customize them. I think it's really great if you do
Yeah.
a podcast, right? I think it's an essential piece of kit that makes your podcast look really good.
Yeah,
So we should actually make detail ones.
we should.
I'll write that down.
We really should. That would be really cool.
But yeah, but now there's not so much wind, but this is really good if there's a little bit of wind.
Yeah.
To your audio quality will be better, and as well if you have like, for example, your jacket, it will like if your microphone is here and you have like a jacket, it can like
Yeah,
mess
you'll
around
hear
with
it,
the sound. Yeah. So and this is pretty solid and safe. But it doesn't
Oh,
really
it's
matter.
great.
I mean, it's just a choice, a personal choice. I think it looks cool.
Yeah,
I think you look really professional and.
thanks.
Well, but yeah, I think podcasting, because we did this one before, right? The Damn Square.
Mm-hmm.
But that was with 2 cameras, and we're now using only 1. So I think that's also really cool,
Oh.
because then we did the auto editing with 2 cameras, but now we
Mhm.
can technically, we need to try it, cut between our angles with just 1 shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a killer feature. If you want to do a podcast, you just need a microphone, which you can use the cheap one, or a little bit more advanced pro-looking setup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Only one iPhone. That is pretty insane to
right?
me.
And to be honest, it's a really beautiful day, and normally this will be a little bit more touristic, but
Mhm.
we picked a really nice, quiet spot.
Yeah, this is a great spot.
Right?
There's no one, like barely people passing. And also I thought it was going to be very windy today.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to the beach, it's going to be windy 100%. But we are so lucky with this weather.
Yeah, I could
It's
sit here
crazy.
I mean, we have light for a couple more hours. Like, okay, so we have our setup is fairly simple. We have like I have to say, we are also using a MagSafe tripod, but it's like a little bit more sturdy because we're in the sand. And let's say it was
Mhm.
windy, then don't want your stuff to wobble. So
Yeah.
I prefer to invest a little bit in a little bit more sturdier tripod, because we have a couple ones. Maybe I can show it. It's a little bit more wonky.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very compact, but still.
But if it was windy right now and we only had that tripod, it would be pretty difficult
Right.
for us.
So obviously we have a bunch of we have a stuff with our kit, so we can like grab stuff. But like I don't know what. It's probably something that's a little bit. I don't know the English word for this. It's
Wobbly?
yeah, it's wobbly, but it's because it's been used so much. But
Yeah.
it's not that old though, so I think that's it feels like it needs to be screwed on, but it can't. So this is if it's gonna be windy.
Do you know what was the price of this tripod?
Yeah, I would say in the ballpark of 40 to 60 bucks.
Hmm.
We can find it. I mean, it was not super cheap.
Yeah, for it to be wobbly.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
I'll show you.
Do you want me to hold the mic while you're?
No, I had these chairs. I picked them by design. So you can put your mic here.
Mic collection in the chair. Oh, but this one's.
And this goes pretty
Oh.
high though. But then if it's wobbly, yeah. I mean, if you would be standing, you'd probably be out of frame now. But it
Yeah.
goes pretty high. So yeah, it also acts as a nice selfie stick. But then,
Yeah.
like I said, like okay, next, I'll clean it up. What else do we have?
Did I bring anything else?
We can talk about this. Maybe we can talk about the music stuff being released. So
Oh
we,
yes. Let's do that because I love that feature.
okay. I don't need it actually. Wow. I have another friend actually that really helps to make your. It's very. This is maybe very obvious, but if you're gonna record a full-length podcast, unless you have like the latest greatest iPhone that's a week old,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna drain like a lot of power,
Yeah.
especially when you do multicam. But I would bring a power bank. Just
Mhm.
I think that's a fairly cheap trick to
I agree.
right.
Power banks are awesome,
Yeah,
especially if you're filming stuff. But this is a heavy duty power bank. This one like lasts you probably 3 years, right?
I think I own this one for a couple months. I charged it 4 times probably,
Damn.
but I don't. To be honest, the latest iPhones, they do really well power management. So
Mhm.
by the time it runs out, I go to bed.
Yeah.
That sounds boomer as well, by the way. But if you're filming a lot, you're gonna drain it. I think it's a really good piece of kit because the last thing you want is that things run out. For example, your microphones were not charged. You could technically charge them with these.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
I couldn't do
yeah.
that, but I'm not gonna throw this one away. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so I asked you before, right, when we were driving here, what is your favorite piece of kit or hardware? So I say kit, but like gear. What is your favorite piece of gear?
Are you asking me functionality wise or?
No, well, just design, whatever. No, yeah.
Well, if we're talking about design, then these mics. Back to
Okay.
these mics.
There you go. I like that. I love this answer. I love them as well.
But so
Okay.
amazing. But functionality, like a tripod that has a good magnet.
The MagSafe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one was using MagSafe as well. The one we're using there, and do we have this behind the scenes shot? So we'll film. It's basically a small rig. We can link it down in the description, but it has a MagSafe on top, so you can mount basically any modern iPhone, which I think is brilliant as well. It's super sturdy, and and then the other ones, the Lark microphones,
Yeah.
they're like $150,
Yeah.
ballpark 140. You can't go wrong with these,
Yeah.
right? So that's basically what you need. You need your iPhone,
And
and I mean, you
mic
can
and
also,
tripod.
yeah, you can technically use it without.
Yeah, realistically, that's what I was gonna say, because if I had to really choose one thing, then it would be a tripod, because the tripod really makes the whole filming process much, much easier.
Yeah,
And I would kind of say, if you wanna do anything video related, but especially podcasts, like, you can't really do it if you don't have a tripod.
yeah.
Without mics,
You
you
can get
can.
away, huh?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
you can get
mean,
away. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a bit difficult, but you can film it at your house without mics. I think it would be fine.
yeah,
It's just a way to enhance it and look more professional. But a tripod, it's number one, I would say.
yeah. What I like about these mics, because they're wireless, it doesn't really matter if you use the pro ones or the Larks or whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, we have some people walking by, but the audio of those people are not being picked up. We have the mic so close to your mouth, so that's really nice. If you're in a more busy environment, if it's windy, it's pretty nice to have the mics close to your mouth, because there's less environmental noise. Hello.
Yeah.
So there you go.
This is gonna be a perfect test if
Yeah,
it
let's see
picks up.
if let's see how this goes. But that's what I like about it. And to be honest, I think if we're talking about, the iPhone is a fantastic camera, right? It has such a high quality, especially with this kind of weather. It just, you don't need nothing. You don't need
Yeah.
external lighting. So we're lucky because we're in the Netherlands. It rains a lot. So but in this environment, you just need your iPhone. But if you film with the wide lens, it's gonna look less good. So you can better use the 1x or maybe 3x to zoom a little bit more in on whatever you're filming. It looks more cinematic. But what happens then, if you want to zoom in, you have to place your camera a little bit further. So this camera is like 6 feet, so 2 meters away. And if you just use your internal camera, the internal microphone of the iPhone, it's gonna sound not as good. So that's why you want to have these wireless microphones, because then you have at least very good sound. It looks great. So I think it's an essential, but you don't need it. You just need one iPhone. You're good, basically.
Yeah. And the detail app.
Oh wait, you need the detail app. I agree.
Of course.
Speaking of which, because of course we're also promoting our app. Let's just be honest about it. We can either leave it in or cut it out. You should just leave it in, I guess. We just released the latest version. My favorite feature was already that you can copy any URL, if it's going to be an Instagram reel, a TikTok. What's a TikTok reel? What's that? How's it called?
TikTok.
Is it I'm leaving.
TikTok
So you just
is
have a TikTok video, a TikTok or an Instagram reel or a Facebook video or even YouTube. Just copy the URL and you can import it. But
yeah, that's insane.
there's something else we released.
And now you can do it for music.
And that's really cool, right?
That is really, really cool.
There's everybody from our team that was using some other editor. Let's not talk about that. We'll cut this one out maybe or not. Because they were adding music in some other app. And then now we don't need it.
Yeah.
I think that's really great.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference, because when I would use different apps, the quality of the video would be worse. It would still be good, but it's obvious that it's not as the version in detail.
Yeah.
So it's awesome now that I don't have to put it in different apps and then pull the video through few different apps and features. It's annoying and it ruins the quality. And when I'm filming a voiceover now, then I can add the music directly and the video is just ready to post immediately.
I think maybe I asked Zay or you. So this is very technical. I don't want to put you on the spot, but how would you do it if you want to do a reaction video? I think we once mentioned this, but it's super. I mean, you have to juggle around with all this software. How would you do it?
If I had to do a reaction video, I would probably do it on TikTok and use the green screen mode.
Yeah.
On the top of my head now, from the things I know. Now, if I would want to make it more professional looking, then I would have to find some kind of website or program to do that, which I think would be quite difficult. But I don't know. I'm not sure if you can add a video green screen on TikTok. I think you should, but that's the way I would do it.
Yeah, but the point is then you first have to find this sketchy website. You click on the 5 banners and before you can get that, and now you can just import the URL and you're good.
That's
I
true.
completely love that. And I think really, I think this is one of the strongest features that we just released. But then the fact that you can do this with music, I also love it. So yeah, but
my favorite way to get the audio for my music is to I actually do not put a link. I use a video that I screen recorded on my phone.
Yeah.
Because that way I know like the exact part of the song that I want to use, and then I just
I think
put
you
it in
told me
there.
this as well. I think that is so super smart, right? That's so smart.
Yeah, that way I go through TikTok and I kind of see like which sound matches the vibe, and then I just screen record it and I export the sound from the video, and which is awesome because you can do that with any video then.
So walk me through. So I mean, I actually never thought about this. I think it's super smart. But walk me through. What do? You finish a video, editing in detail. You did maybe already a voiceover, and then you want to add some music.
Yeah.
What are your steps?
So then I export the video and I go on TikTok like I'm gonna post the video.
Yeah.
And I just go through all the music until I don't find the right sound.
Yeah.
And then I screen record the sound.
Yeah.
And on TikTok, it's most of the times around 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go back in the detail app and I just extract the sound from
from your screen record.
That I screen recorded.
Because then you have full control.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty smart, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because you can also import from the photo roll, right?
Yeah.
I shoot a lot of content for an artist. I travel around and I'm filming that with a pro camera because that's what he wants. And then I'm using an external audio recorder that gives the highest quality audio. But that video is already ready to post. But that music I can repurpose that in my videos because I like these songs. But these are super high quality, so I can import them directly from my photo roll to my whatever I make with detail, which I think is super awesome.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And
Great.
Also for the what I said in the meeting today, like if we want to take a sound from a podcast that we filmed and use it as a voiceover for a tutorial, you can do it in that way.
Yeah, because you can easily repurpose stuff and then do a voiceover of what's happening. Okay, I think we covered a lot. Good stuff, huh?
Yes, I agree. I love this.
Yeah, it's nice. We should do more often, but this is a question that we could leave to the audience. But do you? I mean, would you do this live? Are you up for that?
Yeah, I can do it live.
Next time.
Next time.
And
anytime.
So because that's the thing, we are now recording it in detail. I hope I press record though. I mean,
we will see.
Did we mention? You asked me like, did you ever lost footage like in your career? Like, yeah, and I don't want to jinx it. But okay, next time we'll do it live. But now we recorded it. But that's a cool thing as well. You can record it, but you can also go live. So I think that's really awesome.
I agree. We should do it live, and then we can answer questions on the spot if people are watching us.
Wow, another layer of interaction.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Boop.
Boop.
Cool.
It's a wrap.